Yo, Facebook, what's good, man? How y'all doing? I don't normally do this. This is something new for me. But God just been putting something on my heart to share with y'all. And first off, I just gotta give him thanks, man. Everything that's been going on in my life has just been great. I'm in the process of completing my last year of grad school with the possibility of either furthering my education even further after that. I lack for nothing right now, and I just give God the thanks and praise, man. But something that's just been going through my mind, man, is just breaking these generational curses for real. And something that I've grown very passionate about over time, and breaking these generational curses, because I look back of the things that I've been through, and living in a single parent home, man, there's a lot of barriers that I hit that could have stopped me from becoming the person that I'm becoming, and becoming the person that I am today. And by being raised by the person that I've been raised by, and just the mentality that was set into my head at a young age, luckily I was able to fight through and get through. But I feel like I lacked a lot of mentorship from the people that I looked up to the most. And I was heavily involved into athletics, and was always really good in athletics. And there was a lot of athletes who I looked up to a lot, who went off and did some things that I wanted to do and did not come back and share what it was like to do what they did, or what it took to get to where they were at the time. And I just feel like, the generation now that's growing up lacks that mentorship. And I feel like God has put me in a position to be able to go back and mentor, those ones back in my community specifically, and just mentor kids around the world, man, no matter who it is. I just feel like, my story, my situations that I've been through and that I've experienced, can really help change the lives of others. And especially the youths. And that's just where my mind been, man. It's just breaking these generational curses, man. Like, our kids having all the talent in the world, but not having the opportunity to go to college because they can't get their grades right. They can't stop getting in trouble. They can't stop falling into the paths that the ones before us have fallen into out there on the streets, and doing all this just stuff that just don't make sense, man. Just stuff that just goes against, who God created you to be, man. And I just feel like a lot of our kids just are not being mentored, man. And, this is for my parents, man. Reach into these kids' minds, hearts, their soul, their spirit, and just start planting seeds. Start developing these kids mentally, man. When you see they have a talent, they have a potential to do something, start speaking into these kids. Start letting them know that there is hope, that they can do it. And, there's a lot of people who've done the things that these kids are wanting to do. And we don't take the time to think about that, to think about these kids and go back and mentor them, because we sometimes feel like everything is about us. And that's something that I had to learn growing up, man, that everything is not about you, man. The situations that you're going through, some of those things are not about you. Yes, for your personal growth, but it's not about you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's about other people. Think about it. Let's think about nature. When a tree grows fruit, the tree doesn't eat the fruit itself. No. A river doesn't drink its own water. When a flower creates scent, it doesn't smell itself. It doesn't create that scent to smell itself. Everything that nature does is for the growth and the nourishment of something or someone else. And I feel like that's how we need to be as people. So when we go through our own situations, we need to look at it as, okay, look, yes, this situation is hard. Yes, I'm the only one going through this. I'm doing this by myself, or whatever it is. But I'm going to fight through this because why? I have a family. I have friends. I have people who look up to me. I have people who are watching my situation, and they're watching, especially kids, they're watching how you handle and go through those situations, how you react to those situations. And, and all of that determines on how they develop their own life and how they attack things. You know what I'm saying? So everything is not about you. And so, I just feel like we really gotta grab these kids, man, and develop them, start planting seeds into their heads and start developing them. And, I just, like I say, I feel like God has put me in a position to do that. And I really have made it, my goal in life to break these generational curses, man. There's too many kids that have talents and they just can't get past these barriers because they're not being mentored correctly. And, it's just crazy, man, because a lot of kids are falling into the system. They're falling into these, so looking at social media. Social media is destroying the minds of the youth, destroying the minds of people, man. And it's crazy. And I just feel like we need to do better as people, as adults, as older brothers and older sisters, of mentoring our younger ones, you know what I mean? And growing them up and showing them that, you know, they have these talents, they have the ability to do whatever they want to do. Because personally, me, I don't believe that I was created to be a regular person. I do not believe that in my heart. I feel like God created me to be this person that just lives lavish, you feel me, has the life that I want to live, and that living paycheck to pay, that's not going to be me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I strive every single day. That's why I strive to complete this master's program. That's why I drove myself as hard as I could to complete my undergrad. I drove myself as hard as I could through sports, through training and all that stuff. Like, there was a purpose behind it. And I feel like our kids, they do a lot of things without purpose, and it's because they're not being taught that there is a purpose behind what you do. These kids are just doing it. They're blessed with these talents and blessed with these abilities, but don't know why they're blessed with it, don't know how to use it correctly. And, you know, and I just feel like we just got to do better, man. And you know, this message is to encourage y'all. And, you know, for my grown folks too, man, to encourage y'all, whatever you're going through, continue to push through. But know that, you know, the people that are in your circle are also watching as well. So how you react to those situations affects them as well. Everything that you do in life, this goes for the you too. Everything that you do in life, it doesn't just affect you, man. It affects your siblings. It affects your parents. It affects your peers. Everything that's around you. So you got to watch how you conduct yourself and watch how you react to certain situations, because not everything only pertains to you, man. It affects other people around you. And, you know, for my kids, man, who are just so talented, but finding themselves getting in trouble in school and all that stuff, they think it's cool to, you know, get in trouble and beat a class count. They think it's lame to get good grades and to also be a great athlete. Like, they think you got to be this, you know, whatever, however social media and the movies make it seem to be. Like, man, that's not cool. Like, that doesn't get you to the next level. You know, your talents, you can get praised for your talents every day, every night. But people are going to watch your character. People are going to judge your character. And based on your character, man, that talent stuff don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? People will forget the things that you do, but will always remember the way you make them feel. Remember the impressions that you gave them. So, you know, as youngins growing up, man, y'all just got to remember that everything you do affects everything around you. And you need to conduct yourself in a way that's going to put you in the path that you want to get down, man. And like I say, man, I done been through some things, man. It don't matter what it is that you want to talk. I done been through some things. And there's some things that I haven't experienced yet that I know I probably will. But, you know, me stepping to this platform, talking to y'all, is just for some words of encouragement, man, to let y'all know that you can do it no matter what situation you are in. For my young athletes, man, hit me up. If you want to talk about anything, any questions, anything, man, I'm here for y'all, man. I really feel like God put me in a position to mentor the young ones and to really, you know, speak out there, man. Let y'all know that you don't have to be what social media say you have to be. Parents, you don't have to let your kids grow up and just do any and everything, man. Talk to these kids. Mentor these kids. Older brothers, older sisters, people, talk to these kids, man. Mentor our youth, because they are our future. And we got to break these generational curses of not finishing, not completing, not starting our own businesses, and not creating a network that's going to make us successful. You know, we just got to stop that, man. And, you know, I just wanted to spit that out there and just let y'all know what was on my heart. But, you know, I love y'all. Hope y'all had a blessed day. You know, just keep pushing. Just keep striving. And, yeah, man, just keep going.